You're gonna come in, TJ? You're gonna be like, hello. I'm making a video appearance. This is what I'm saving for.
This is the outtakes.
This is one of my favorite cars other than a Mustang.
If you're gonna let me down gently. Don't pretend that you don't. I'm sorry. I'm auditioning for the Adele backup singers, not the backup dancers. Anyhow.
Yo.
All right, this is Tim and Terry from Money Matters for Everybody.
And this is a money talk.
It is a money talk. I feel like my eyes are like really dark. Don't they feel like
they
that?
look a little darker now than they did.
Yeah. Crap tea. So what I'm going to talk to you about today. Thank you for that. Your outtakes. Let me see. So this is warmer, right? Awesome. Does warm look better for me? I really like this thing. You know that? It's like my favorite thing, but that might be a little bit too.
That's a little bright.
Yeah. Here's drop it.
The color looks alright.
Good?
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, what are we getting in the way of? There we go.
There we go. Oh, that picked up on that.
It was
Interesting.
blocking the camera.
This is Tim and Terry from Money Matters for Everybody. And today we're going to talk about...
Money!
Always talk about money.
What else?
No matter what.
This is Money Talks.
All right.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's not. While we're here, let's talk about some of the benefits of getting out of debt.
Freedom!
Should we have music clips that go along with this? Because that is, what's his name sings that song? Not Billy Joel. George Michael. Freedom. I won't let you down. Were you thinking of a different one?
I was. There were a couple different Freedom songs that popped into head. Yeah, George Michael. The other one is Elton John, but that's Philadelphia Freedom.
Well, I mean, technically, we're not far from Philadelphia. Okay, let's not do that. But maybe we could do a couple of like clips, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's one more thing for us to figure out. Get the music in there.
It's supposed to help with like neuroplasticity.
What? Music?
Learning.
Learning?
It just makes
My neuro is very plastic at the moment.
means you want to lose my will to live. Okay, so this does look like still kind of dark, huh?
I don't think it looks bad.
No? Okay, good. So freedom from chasing, freedom from being a slave to the lender.
Yeah, freedom from not knowing where your money's going.
Well, I mean, you know where your money's going. It's going out to the lender like that. But freedom that the money that you earn is yours to keep. And we talked about that previously, that it's not really ours, but that it's
the money
not going
entrusted
the
to you by God is yours to do what you want with.
Freedom from that. And then freedom from stress, freedom from worry, freedom from anxiety, freedom from fear. I think Ramsey had mentioned, his team had mentioned, John Deloney is like the PhD over there who studied all this stuff. I mean, this week he talked about how, like, is it appropriate to even talk about? Are we PG? Outtakes. We're PG related. But
Talking money is foreplay.
Right. I don't think necessarily, but I think it's just like the communication, right? Communicating with your partner, your spouse about what is going on with money, right? Money, again, we keep going back to this. Money is a cause of one of the top causes for divorce in marriages.
So the better you talk and communicate about money, the better your marriage will be.
Absolutely. Hands down, I believe that. We already know that out of millionaire couples, more often than not, the millionaires that Ramsey's team surveyed had stated that they had a strong marriage, right? Not just that they were married, not just that they were...
I put up with this woman that lives with me.
Right. Oh, man. This girl is on fire, and that's the outtake for that one. But just, you know, that you can dream together. And then also, I think that there's an element of, if you're like we were, I know, sorry, hopefully the mic isn't picking up on our pug that's trying to mop our kitchen floor. If you are... Daisy! Daisy, come here, girl. Come here, princess. If you are working on getting out of debt, come here, girl. You want to make a cameo appearance on our show? Whoa. Say hello. Say hi.
This is Daisy. She's only half annoying as she sounds.
She's not that annoying. Say hello. Say hi, everybody. Right. So if you are aligned with, if you were where we were when we were getting out of debt originally, there are some tough conversations that have to occur.
Yeah.
We talked about previously how much we were spending on food, right? Neither one of us were secret spenders. We didn't have any secrets in the closet about spending. There was no
Gambling addiction.
Gambling or any other addiction that was kind of standing in our way. But
there were still hard conversations and discussions and decisions to be made about what could be cut first. What do we start cutting back on?
And he always had to cut. I was okay. I was okay with that. You always had to cut. But no, you can't afford that. And I think that it's just a challenging conversation because if you know how men want to provide, generally speaking, men want to provide for their families. And if they feel like they can't, that is actually something I'm studying and writing about in my book. That is an insecurity, right? Right off the bat. If a husband feels like he can't provide for his family's wants or needs, it hits close to home. And then women, on the other hand, generally speaking, want to feel secure. They want to feel secure. They want to feel cared for. Oh, Yenny's very upset that he's down there on the floor. Oh, don't you want Popeye pick you up? Okay. So I think that oftentimes those conversations. Oh, say hello. My name is Yenny.
It's a pug party on Money Matters for Everybody today.
That you can definitely see how that can cause issues. Hi. This is Jensen. This is Daisy. We're so happy people, right? We're happy. And so what else? So freedom, alignment with your partner, your spouse, better families, better communities, better
everything.
Better parenting. Everything. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it a million times.
Better everything.
Everything is better when you don't have debt standing in your way.
Yeah.
Because I know, and you say everything. Well, hopefully everybody knows what your everything means. But that if a woman is stressed, I know for me, if I'm stressed and I'm thinking about how to pay the bills, I'm not thinking about. I can't go much further beyond how to serve your needs. Right? So it just eliminates one of those things.
Yeah.
So anything else? Did you guys have anything you wanted to add to this? She's like, I am not a guy. My name is Daisy and I'm a female. Anything else?
No.
All right, so freedom from everything. Freedom to decide what you want to do with your money. Freedom to decide how you want to make a living. Do you want to work more? Do you want to work less?
Would you rather work doing something that you like to do, love to do, rather than just what pays the bills?
And finding your God-given purpose sometimes doesn't align with what you're doing, right? So if you want to step out in faith and, are we dropping them down? And do work that you feel is more important or more of your God-given talent, but you can't do it because you have debt. When you're debt-free, you have that opportunity and less stress. Hi. Say hello. And then when you're not stressed, you can kind of learn new things like real estate investing, helping your teenager run a business. What else? Photography for this one. You can learn how to edit YouTube videos. Not very good at that right now. I'm gonna tell you, the technology is killing me. I'm not a social media person either. And you can learn. There's so many other opportunities that are available to you when you get out of debt. Maybe you can meet needs in your community easier. I talked about that previously, that you can put your head up and look around you and see what's going on. You should always be aware of your surroundings. I talked about that with TJ yesterday. We went to the gas station to fill the tank on the Prius because she got to half full, and
It was panic mode.
Don't panic. We're not panicking about it. We just want to be prepared, and we don't want to let the tank run dry. But I think it's good to fill your tank when it gets down to halfway, to fill it up. This one could probably run on fumes. You wouldn't. Maybe quarter tank.
Sure.
Okay. And don't call me if you run out of gas. I'm going to be like...
That's what AAA is there for.
So, but being in a position, you should be always aware of your surroundings, I think is the take-home message there. Just be aware of your surroundings. And, but when you're out of debt, you can focus and look up to see what's going on around you.
Focus on other people's needs besides just yours.
Because I think we should, right? You
Absolutely.
shouldn't be so self-centered that you only focus on your own needs. But if you have debt and you're trying to get out of debt, again, I've been there, done that. I worked 2 jobs for many years, better part of 10 years, right? Not that we were trying to get out of debt that whole time, but you know, picking up more shifts at the hospital when we were trying to get out of debt, making myself available to work. And yeah, so I think that's that. And there were a lot of times when I couldn't meet the needs of other people because of that, right? Because I was too busy working.
Yeah.
And then working less. Like if you maybe you're not designed to work a 40-hour work week. Gosh, the older I get, I really truly believe this. And I've said it to TJ, and I think I actually saw a post this week, Jordan Peterson talking. I don't know if you're familiar with Jordan Peterson, but he was talking about how you should, in your 20s, you should push yourself harder to see how hard you can work. And I listened to that and I thought, yeah, that makes sense. It aligns with my perspective that work as hard as you can the early part of your career to build that career up and to build your resources so that you can back off on the back end, right? So many people I've heard will say, I can't afford to retire. I'm broke and I'm right next to retirement in the next 5 years, and I can't. And first off, my response is, it's never too late. It's never too late. But my second response is always prevent it. Whatever you can do to prevent what's coming your way, I think is key, right?
Yeah.
Prevent it. So when I talk to TJ, and I'll talk to Ryan about it as well as he approaches that more age of working, just to work as hard as you can in your 20s, and then in your 30s, back off a little, and then in your 40s, back off a little more. Peterson talks about it in terms of finding your limit and then backing off and kind of working from there. I say it because the faster you can build wealth and the longer you have to let it grow, you're in good shape.
Yep.
And then anything else?
No.
Cool. All right, hopefully that was helpful. This is our first time actually recording an iMovie with our new
microphone and stage light.
Which is really bright. I think I might like this is the soft light. This is like the softer or like the more warm light. I think I might like the cooler light because this is hurting my eyes. So we'll check it out. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.